see the saddles, the passes, all the glaciers. I mean, these are like the mini glaciers, you can say, of the Himalayas, which still exist at 4,000 meters. All nicely hiding on the north-facing slopes. Same with the vegetation. Vegetation is quite heavy on the west, but very scared to be exposed to the sun on the east-facing slopes here. So direction has to be part of your planning always, for snow, for ice, and for vegetation. Vegetation doesn't matter that much whether you're walking in a forest or a meadow. Of course, forest is sometimes easier. Meadow means more overgrowth post-monsoon. Next. So let's take an example. Can you look at Tamsar? Over the Ganga. So we have a ridge line here, and as Peter told you, we have unlimited choice. You could go for the Kailapir pass, you can go for the Belakal pass. This is how you guys would have gone to Shastrutal via the Kailapir, probably from Mala village here on the ridge line to Shastrutal. So instead of just fixing it, no worries, right? We'll see, we'll have a look at maybe Copernicus, or we'll just see the weather. And if everything was okay, we proceed with Kailapir. If there has been recent rain here, then you know it's gonna snow here on top of the ridge line. And then you just divert to say Belakal, which is 500 meters less, or too much of snow, again divert to a lower altitude pass. So keep it dynamic. Adjust yourself to Mother Nature. She's never gonna adjust herself to you. She will kill you if you don't listen. You better listen and follow as per whatever is predictable. At least you can still get stuck in Shastrutal in unexpected weather. That's a different thing. But whatever is in your hands, follow. Just look. You have the satellite data. You're born in the satellite generation, so you have powerful tools for you to predict how much of snow on this side, how much of snow on this side. Here it will be worse. It's northwest. It will be pretty clear, southeast, good combination, no snow. Next. Wow, look at these beautiful designs of Mother Nature here. The ice bridges, again on the way to the Tamsar Pass. Peak summer already, still not melted. Remember, you saw that picture of the snow will go up if you go towards the north, Tajikistan, Kashmir. It'll come down. Less latitude means less solar, less warmth. So it's not just the altitude, it's also the latitude that you should take into account. The Himalayas are not flat, no, they go from southeast to northwest, they go up. Alright. Same, look at windy.com, here you're going to see that it gets colder as you go up, but you will see that it also gets colder if you go up in terms of latitude, not just up in terms of altitude. There's always a combination of these two factors that define snow, ice, temperature.
Could you please repeat this sentence?
Yeah, it's colder in the north. If you go to Belgium now, it will not be pleasant. It's not pleasant there most of the year. That's why people are depressed in Belgium, because they see two weeks of blue sky in an entire year. Imagine how depressed they become. That's one of the reasons that I don't go back to that place also. But I'm just saying, anything to the north, right? Srinagar is colder than Nepal, correct?
Yes.
Because it's more to the north, that's what I'm trying to say. Latitude means north. You go from the equator to eventually the ice pole at 90 degrees north. Next. Voila, look. What's going to happen here? Peter van Geit is walking on a same altitude. He's walking on a ridge line actually. Right, there are some peaks, so I'm walking on a trail actually. It's not me that defines it, but I keep walking on a nice wide path. Couple of peaks here and there, so I go around the ridge, right? And just stay flat. So what's gonna happen when I do this? Look at the directions of the slope directions and tell me. This is a winter hike in Jammu. I'm pretty close to the snow line. So the snow is pretty close to my elevation. So what's going to happen here? Where would I potentially get stuck?
First is north is up. for this map?
Yeah, the north is always on top.
So wouldn't that
Because
this place would be like west-facing slopes?
The first
this is all a bit south-facing slopes. This is east-facing.
After the peak, after the peak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
indeed.
this is
Here,
west.
this is
This
exactly
is
what
west
happened.
facing, so there would be snow cover.
So here the trail was clear, and you won't believe it, right? It's not just 90 degree, but even a small turn, just to make you understand this, the fragile balance of the ecosystem on the planet. You turn it a little bit that side, and immediately you get a good amount of snow. And here the problem is, it's not that there was snow, but the problem is I reached here in the morning, so it lies rock hard. It's steep, look at the contour lines, so steepness, morning, snow, impossible to proceed. Like you
So when
completely-
else would you have crossed it? Like in the afternoon, it would
Yeah,
get
in the
sinking?
afternoon, you still there was a good amount of snow. I think the snow line was here somewhere, so you would still be stepping, and it would still be pretty steep. But you you're getting side streams from the right that you have to cross, and these side streams drain massive glaciers. Look, all these glaciers. In the month of July, impossible to cross. Camp, quickly cross the morning, and you'll like that. You'll have like 3 of those massive water flows coming in from side streams. So there it becomes a 3-day traverse, which you can actually do in 1 day if it was not for the water flow in peak summer. Next. Okay, so that's a bit summer water flow. Get out, so I crossed the Kangla of the Great Himalayan Range and spent the whole of July, August doing like some 50 passes in Ladakh, Zanskar. End of August, monsoon is over again. Come back to Himachal, all is well. September, can do some of the high passes in Himachal. So you follow, it's not just about the physical route, but it's about the timing, which is critical. You follow the seasons, you follow the monsoon, you follow the snow line, and you'll also follow the snow melt during the summer. So that makes it a bit more challenging, but very interesting according to me.
You have done this in 1 year.
In 4 months. And yeah, 1 pass per day, 1 blue dot. May 1, May 2, May 3, May 4, May 5.
Keep going.
So look on my website, you'll find like for the whole Himalayas, starting from Arunachal till Ladakh, right? What are the preferred timings you should go? Again, keep in mind, July and August, not a good idea to be in most places, it's all drenched. Next. You can also see Kumon gets hit pretty heavily.
And these all maps are from Copernicus.
No, this is worldclim.org,
Worldclim.
historical weather data, average rainfall in any
What was the
given month.
website?
Worldclim.org. Like August, you can see August is bad everywhere, including here Assam, I guess. Yeah, Assam is the wettest month, wettest place. What is it again? In India?
Cherrapunji.
Cherrapunji.
Not anymore, no?
Look at this black spot. And also Sikkim is a bad idea in August.
I think so. No, it's not Cherrapunji.
Nepal
It's from
हाँ बदल गया
Mawsyn
but
syndrome.
जो Peter wants the word
Yeah.
मैंने वो बोला
Yeah.
Actually better in August than July.
Mawsyn
Okay.
Close to
Next, let's keep
Cherrapunji.
going. Time is ticking. Okay, and then September, right? We are not out of trouble yet in September again. Not a good idea here in Sikkim, and also look in Kumon, bad. And it's not too good also in Dharamsala here, the Dollador. So, I mean, no need to again look at this and memorize or copy. It's all on the website. You'll have the details there. Next slide. Volakik, the army guys. So what we do then, right? The army guys, this is their route.
Northeast.
Karakoram pass. I'm not sure. Back into that. Right. So and then of course we need to know, right? When are we there? So every dot has a date. October, August. They're planning to start in July from the Karakoram pass and hit here somewhere by February. And then you can overlay, right? Then you can say, okay, these guys in August, they are, sorry, in September, no, in August they are here. Right, so take the rainfall in August and overlay it with their passes in August, and they see what kind of rain they are gonna hit in the month of August. So you can overlay your time-sensitive weather data with which part of the traverse you will be at in a month long, in a 6 month or a 9 month traverse here. So very powerful tools for you guys to plan. Starting at Dachula again, going through the whole of Uttarakhand here to Kanwari Kal, Joshimat. So we just plan a little traverse. Just he's still hitting snow on some of these 4,000 meter passes here. Darati Kal and Balsi Kal, just after Dachula, but overall pretty okay. He's able to kind of manage. Just April, it's opening up. If it was March, he would have been in trouble. Snow would have been here. So be very careful which month of the year you are choosing. All right, that's it.
In traverse planning, what about avalanche prone areas?
I don't have experience with avalanches, so I cannot comment on that. But I believe that.
Acclimatization.
Wait, yeah, good one.
Acclimatization.
Acclimatization.
Just mention
Hydration, lack of hydration.
Yeah, maybe not dry throats. Yeah, I guess.
But dry throat will not
Snow
kill
line.
you.
Lack of
line
hydration,
will
you have
kill
no
you,
water to
definitely.
drink.
Gullies.
Gullies will kill you, definitely.
Wetness of clothes.
Crevasses.
Yeah.
Monsoon.
Crevices, wet. Oh, excellent.
Not
You guys were
planning
awake
your-
this week. Very good.
Not
I'm good.
planning.
I'm happy that nobody mentions wildlife. That's not in the
Exposure of the train. That I said you said was out.
exposure.
You said was out of the question.
Yeah.
mostly.
It's not in the top 10, he said.
Yeah, animals will be there maybe at
Snow blindness.
99 or so. Snow blindness, yeah. Be very careful, right? Because if you're not aware, you're from south, you have no clue on acclimatization or snow blindness. Let's take a look at nothing better than to communicate the idea with a picture from the field. Number one will be the backpack. Actually, above the weather, I would say the bag is gonna kill you. Why will it kill you? Because it's gonna make you slow.
Slow down.
You're gonna cross the pass at the wrong place, and you're gonna get wiped out by the weather.
It changes your center of gravity and
Yeah.
it also off balances.
Off balance, you're gonna, right? So, but mainly a heavy bag means slow. Slow means you're gonna get stuck in bad weather. Next, the gullies number 3. That's my number 3. Exposure, the sack scale,
I thought for
remember?
a minute it was the sheep blocking the way and I saw steep terrain. I'm like,
Now, these are the guys, the same with the ibex. If you have animals on top, be very careful, right? They're gonna kick rocks down and
yeah.
that will be your end of it.
So wildlife is
Yeah. Yeah.
The biryani is killing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biryani was in the way. Had to be dealt with.
Other way around.
You could just take the thing and be like, come, chalo, biryani and
Acclimatization, right? Especially if you paid 40 lakhs to go to Everest and you're 100 meters from the peak, you will not listen to the Sherpa and you will die on the peak.
yeah.
At least you die and you'll join so many frozen bodies. That's one problem with commercial hikes. They pay and they expect it. Because I paid, I should
Yeah,
be there.
I should be there.
That's not how it works, dudes. It's the weather that is gonna allow you. If it's kind, it'll allow you to be there.
Mother nature.
Next. Snow blindness.
Is that Sneha?
Yeah, that's Sneha. And this is the Kaliheni Pass here. Late in the season, the whole glacier is frozen. I mean, it's covered in snow. Lucky it's
How
not
did you
crevice.
rescue her out of here? You said you were stuck with.
Yeah, so horses could not go anymore. It was here. It's okay, right? Here it's gradual, but on the other side it's steep. So horses impossible in second week of October after the boot camp. I think two years ago. And yeah, so then helicopters. I think they were all
Oh.
flying pilgrims in Uttarakhand. So that's also gone. No horses, no helicopters.
Oh shit.
And some local. If I remember out of my 300 traverses, whenever I keep hanging on some little branch here or some little rock there, 200 meters vertical down, that's when I lost the trail and my ego was too big to walk back for 3 days. So be careful. As you get older, you will become less risk taking and more mature, more scared of steepness and elevation, that you'll make the right decision to go back where you lost the trail instead of going forwards and getting stuck in very exposed sections.
We too were very good at this. Losing trail, going back. Go back.
Landslides, of course, so mostly side effect of weather again, like rocks and stuff. Not because they're falling on your head, but because they would have taken the trail, right? So you have to take, this is the Ravi River here. This is actually the Ravi River trail that goes from Barabangal to Chamba. Very tricky. Those days, now I think they kind of, don't tell me, I think they're even cutting a road now to Barabangal. How to kill any beautiful jewel in the mountains, just dig a road. Next. Number 7, crevices, right? Not this crevice because we can see it, but you go a little early, you go a little late, and last winter snow or the fresh winter snow is gonna nicely cover it and wait for you to fall inside. Next. This I would say not killer, but this makes it extremely difficult. Try to hike whatever you did again in September after the monsoon. It will be completely overgrown. Some people who are smart should see that this is okay, talking of what we just said.
This is the revision session.
Yeah, a bit revision you can say, balance, right? You're much more balanced. Which is important. Exposure, you don't want to lose your balance on the Pirpanjal or you're dead. Next, weight reduction. Reach the next food point or the next food drop sooner. Next, enjoy. I think this is important. You cannot enjoy with a heavy bag. And this is really brainwashed into people, right? If you want to see independent hikers, including solo hikers, go to Ladakh, but you'll see not a single guy with a lightweight backpack. They will all come there with their 50-liter bags, massive. Because in Europe and US, people are brainwashed more with all fancy gadgets, so they will have. Next. Simple, that's
Season.
right season. Don't go to Indrahar in the month of May, or you're gonna hit the wall. Next.
Don't venture out in bad
Bad
weather.
weather, right? Because it's the color, so it's actually the inverse of the top 10 dangers. Next, so look at the
Leonard would
Stay on the trail, please. That's what I keep telling you. And you can nicely here on the treasure hunt, you can explore off trail because it's a beautiful slope. I've taken a slope where even if you roll down back, you will peacefully come down to C6, but don't start going off trail on a steep slope. So the used trails, usually these Himalayan trails are the only possible way for you to penetrate the mountain. Masila, a little later in the season, I would say, mid-September, it's already getting, the frost line is descending, so any rain here becomes fresh winter snow, and before you know, the crevices will be closing. Great Himalayan range, beautiful picture. Next slide. Don't get stuck in the night. In the night, that's when things go wrong. You lose the way again. It will be difficult to find a flat space, lose visibility. So try to identify your campsites well before the sun sets. Don't do it in advance because that'll never work. It will never go as planned. Your whatever you want to cover, 20, 25 kilometers. Just identify it on the spot. Next slide. So acclimatize, obviously. Don't be in a hurry. It's not because you paid for the hike that. Next. Waterfalls, yeah, as we said, inverted U combined with steep contours means you're gonna find that. If you're looking for a shower in the morning, look for a narrow inverted U. That's where you have your shower. Next. High risk contours, otherwise they are not that visible on the standard 30-meter contours. This is the waterfall, by the way. Some of you guys took a dip yesterday?
No.
Alright, we're waiting for the skinny photos. Alright,
You had a video, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got the video. But
Private.
how many seconds did you? go?
10 to 15 seconds. We are.
Alright, nice. It's ice cold, it's coming from
Yeah.
those snow
Plus the
covered
wind
ridges.
picked up.
Well, up passes, obviously, the saddles is where you cross over, obviously. This is what I used to do, all these Pir Panjal, absolutely undocumented, so I just figured out the saddle and then try to find it, follow the pee and the poo-poo, or find the sheep, and you'll kind of reach the saddle. Next.
Just out of curiosity, where do the shepherds camp when they're going through like these also?
Not possible, they'll have a base camp here, leave
Okay.
4 o'clock in the morning,
Hmm.
cross by 9 o'clock and get down by 11.
To the same base camp.
No, no.
To
Oh,
the
to the
other
other
side.
side.
Other side.
On the other side.
Voila, you can also make your elevation. We did a lot of reasoning on elevation profiles, which you can figure out by looking at the number of contours, steep, flat, gradual, steep. So profiles are always very interesting. GPSvisualizer.com, remember. You get a nice profile and have an understanding of the acclimatization steps and other things. This is the way to Baramangal. Baramangal is here, Ravi River and Kalihini now. Walking in
And what
beautiful
time
meadows.
is it? Like of the year?
This should be in when it's open, July, August, September. This has the water flow, so calculate. The Bias Basin, Bias Kund here. We're sitting now between the Dolador and the Pir Panjal a little bit. We have also a couple of national parks here, Inderkila, Tirganga, Pin National Park. And here the section in the eastern part of the Bias River is called the Great Himalayan National Park. So here they try to make something with, like in Europe, a little bit proper routes and wooden cabins for hikers 20, 30 years ago. And I guess because of red tape, permissions and corruption, it never worked, and now it's all in shutters. So Bias, right? Bias has a couple of big site tributaries, the Parvati here valley, where we have Kasul, Tirganga. If you want to get stuck in massive traffic, come to New Year in Kasul. Kulu, you have a beautiful side valley, Lug Valley. Very few people know, but all these ridge lines here are beautiful to keep hopping between Lug and Barot. Keep hopping over passes here and there. Great Himalayan range also, Tirtan Sange has some really nice 3000 meter passes. Very good places for you to start hiking independently. This is the Ulu River Valley, the Barot Valley, which leads to the Tamsar Pass or the Makuri Pass. And here the Sanjoy now points to the Kalihini Pass. So let's take a look. Some nice.
Greater Himalaya Park is the foothill of Great Himalaya range.
The Great Himalayan range is on top here. On top here, that will separate Himachal from Ladakh and Zanskar. Next, voila, look, beautiful Great Himalayan National Park. It's no man's land, no villages there. It's like, I think it's an UNESCO World Heritage, and this is one of these places inside. It's not a board region, but you're supposed to get permission here if you can find the. Next, beautiful moonlight. Snow is glowing in the moonlight while the hiker is making east. So this was Beas. Bordering to Beas, we have the Satluj. If you remember the original pictures, Satluj has a massive tributary, massive basin before it enters India. And the Satluj here, it will join the Spiti. The Spiti will be flowing in here. So not very known, not many people go there except for a couple of the Baspa range here, which has Rupin and Burangati, and Lankaha Pass and Borasu Pass. And then of course you have two of Shiva's adobes here.
Yeah.
Opposite Rikompeo, you will have Kinor Kailash. And then somewhere here, you will have the Bashleo passes here somewhere. Here you will have Shrikant Mahadev, number 3. Together with Mani Mahesh, these are the 3 adobes, the other 2 are in Tibet. Chitkul, last village of India, which is a bit silly because everything has a last village in India. And Shimla is on a ridge line, unfortunately. That's why these guys had some fight with the tourists, the locals, because they were running out of drinking water. Obviously, when you're on a ridge line, and when you cut all the forest and then build hotels. Here the Jalori Pass, right, it's one other way. Instead of the Kunzumla via Chandratal, you can also enter this basin from the Jalori Pass, Tirtan, Banjar, Hopin, and then Rampur, Rikompeo, and again you're in Spiti. Yeah, and then of course here somewhere I think we have the Pin Baba Pass from Spiti to Kinor via Pin Baba. Let's take a look at some pictures. So this borders both Uttarakhand as well as Shimla district. Next, well, Satluj is like a deeply cut gorge, right? Uttarakhand now. So Shimla is located on the ridgeline here between the Satluj and the Yamuna, I guess, right?
Yes.
The Yamuna basin, yeah. So here we have again that Baspa range that separates the Satluj, the Baspa valley. And here we have the first major high range of Uttarakhand. There are 5 big ranges. One is the Bandar Punj, from where the Yamuna tree, and actually Yamuna drains the glaciers and the snow-covered peaks of the Bandar Punj range. Sankri will be well known, right? Sankri, Harkidun, what is it? Bali Pass. I forgot to mention the Bali Pass. Rupin Pass. Pabar Valley leads to the Borasu Pass. And yeah, they all merge together with the Yamuna. The Yamuna doesn't join the Ganges for a long. I mean, it flows to the Taj Mahal, right? By that time, it's a garbage dump. Giri River is actually the one that flows from the Shimla side. Shimla is here. Okay, so that's Yamuna, one of the first, one of the 4 chardams, right? The 4 pilgrim places in Garhwal. Let's take a look at a few pictures. Hold on, this is the origin. One is the Bhagirathi, which is the number 2, Gangotri. Gangotri here, right? Drains the, what is it here? There's the Bandar Punj range. The second big high range workbook is Gangotri range. Gangotri North, Gangotri South. So here you have Hartsil is known because that's your base point of the one that goes to Chitkul, the Lankaha Pass.
Yeah, this Harsil and Chitkul will connect to
road, yeah, that will be a massive shortcut because otherwise it's like hundreds and hundreds of kilometers all the way to the Satluj Valley. So that'll be an amazing shortcut actually, but yeah, the side effect will be that things are gonna get affected. Uttarakashi is there, downstream the Gangotri. And then Bilangana also very beautiful here. Bilangana is there. Buddha Kedar is also like a small chardam. Beautiful town here. Kangi village is on the way to the Ketling Glacier. Ketling and Gangotri are connected via a famous pass also. Forgot the name. Something. Alright. So Gangotri and Bandarpunj high range is drained by the Bhagirathi river.
At the confluence of Bhagirathi and Vilangana, there is a big dam.
Yeah, this is New Teri, that's a massive
Teri
dam there
Dam.
indeed.
India's biggest and world's.
Could be, yeah, that is a huge lake. If you want to rent a motorboat there, beautiful blue waters. Still all blue here once you go down and it joins the Ganges, then yeah, dead bodies and all kind of stuff gets in. The Alaknanda and near Dev Prayag. Alaknanda is a big basin, right? So it's actually, it has many tentacles, the Girti Ganga, the Doli Ganga. Then from Badrinath we have the Saraswati, from Kedarnath we have the Mandakini, here is Kedarnath. So this is number 3 and number 4 of the 4 char dams. Mandakini here. And there is a Prayag in every intersection here, like the Rudra Prayag or the Nanda Prayag. So beautiful wine is here, Brahmatal, if you want to see some India high tents. Rupkund. Rupkund is somewhere on top here. Kati, here the Pindar. Pindar is also a big tributary. Pindar river joins from the Pindari glacier, Kati village. And then here it becomes Nanda Devi. So this guide drains Nanda Devi on the east, Kamet group on the north, Gangotri on the west. So these are the major high ranges that are drained by the Alaknanda.
Kamet group is in Tibet.
Kamet group, yeah, this is all borderline. So the border here is also India and Tibet. So here it makes sense, a natural border. Formed by high ranges between China and India, so no problems with defensive. Mother Nature separates the neighbors. Next, voila, right? This is one basin. This is the Bhagirathi basin, and these two fall into the Alaknanda basin. The 5 Prayags, I guess. Yeah, the 5 Prayags, where all these tributaries of the Ganges join. Where the Bhagirathi joins the Alaknanda, I think there it becomes the Ganga, which flows to Rishikesh, where you'll find, if you want to get spiritual there, or you want to see some bodies burning, go to Rishikesh. Next.
Bodies burning, you don't go.
With the Kamet group, and then same with Gangotri. You can overlay mountain peak, and then you'll see all the peaks around this point that forms the range. Alright, next. Voilà, then the last basin, right, the border with Nepal. We are hitting the border here, Dachula. We have a little bridge where you can cross with an Aadhaar card. Foreigners will have to go down to Bombasa and then climb up again. Old valleys here, the Dharma Valley, the Mailam Valley, ancient trade routes with Tibet. Banbasa, I think. B-A-N-B. So 5,000 meters passes connecting Tibet. These used to be ancient trade routes. You have high altitude settlements here like Mailam, Railam, Sipu, that used to be active trades until it was closed in the 1960s when you had your first war with China. So yeah, here the natural border is, the administrative border coincides with the Sharda River. You have the Yukti Dharma, the Dharma Yangti. You have the Gori Ganga, Mailam. Very deep valley, you can go very far in these valleys, beautiful. Here you have the Panchchuli, that's the last high range. After Nanda Devi you have one more Panchchuli range here before you hit the border. Ramganga, and then also big one, the Sarju river flowing through Bageshwar. Munsiari is here, also beautiful region. So as you do Trans-Uttarakhand, say from Dachula, and you're just hopping right over all these Gangas here. Ridgeline Ganga, Ridgeline Ganga, Ridgeline, Ridgeline Ganga, Ridgeline Ganga. So we keep hopping basin to basin basically.
So the Pindari glacier is to the west of Almora?
No, Pindari was a tributary here of the previous basin, the Alaknanda basin. Pindari was the previous one. All these maps, these are like very high level maps. You'll find detailed maps on the website that shows you all the hiking routes and the passes in every basin. It's nice to break it down. 800 routes, break it down in 12 basins makes much more sense. All right, next. Okay. Talked about 12 basins. So here you can again see the major rivers. On the next slide I'll be adding all the rivers to it. Next slide. You'll see like bang, massive. So every blue line here, every tiny line that you see is a significant valley, side valley of one of these 12 basins. And this shows you that you'll never have enough time, even for the next 10 generations, to touch every of these little blue side valleys. Let's keep zooming in, see what happens. 1 by 2 million, 1 centimeter on the map is 20 kilometers on the ground. Next, 1 by 1 million, take 1 by 500,000. It's infinite number of valleys, all queried from OpenStreetMaps, that are waiting for an independent hiker to touch base. Look, massive. And here we have the Satluj, but the Satluj basin is again hundreds on hundreds of streams joining left and right. Every valley has settlements, has hiking routes, waiting for you to quit the job
How many
and start exploring.
What do you think? How
Quit the
many?
job, task one.
How many
People are
rivers?
feeling bad because Monday they
All have to go back to the desk.
fuck. Yeah. Back to the
how?
routine.
What do you think? How many rivers in whole of the Himalayas?
I mapped around 63,000 kilometers of streams in the OpenStreetMaps. The benefit of being jobless and being a little passionate. This is your blueprint, right? This we already saw. If you want to have a look at what is there in Pangi, what is there in Spiti, and from a hiking point of view, what is there in the Great Himalayan National Park, go to my blog and you'll find a treasure of pictures to make you, if you need reasons to quit the job, just open my blog and start reading a few things. It will be difficult not to give your resignation letter.